Hello there, everyone. This is Commodore Urban, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the long absence. I've been very busy doing other shit, such as tending to my DeviantArt account. Yes, I do have a DeviantArt account. And some of you, if you guys are the real big ship fanatics and you guys know about human ship art, my profile is carsdude.deviantart.com. I have been considered one of the originators of human ship art. So I've been busy doing that. I've been busy just doing day-to-day life shit, you know. But this video today is going to be a supplementary video to the one I already previously done about the history of human ship art. So, yeah. So, there's a few things I probably didn't explain at all in any detail about. So, oh yeah, one other thing. I've been uploading a lot of stuff on DeviantArt here in the last several days, including a new series of drawings. I call them the Ghostliner series, or the Graves of series. I've done the Titanic, the Empress of Ireland, the Lusitania, the Britannic, and the Andrea Doria. And I've been doing other drawings too, but you guys might be really surprised at them drawings. They're pretty dark, really gruesome, and maybe somewhat disturbing to look at. But I was inspired by Ken Marshall's paintings of the wrecks of these ships. So, yeah. I'll just say it is right after, the way you see them is maybe a day or so, maybe after they have died. So yeah, it's pretty gross. So yeah, anyway, the supplementary history, you know, I've already explained that the very first thing I remembered seeing some drawings that Fairy Girl, aka Airship Girl later on, but her name was Nicola Joanne Bolton. She did some drawings, and I was really impressed with that. And so, from the few things she's done, I kind of added to it. And a lot of the things just kind of came to me in visions and dreams and shit. Like the final design for the human form of the Titanic. Now the version that Fairy Girl drew was really great, but it wasn't complete for me in one night after watching the James Cameron film Titanic. No, it wasn't Titanic, it was Ghost of the Abyss I watched. I fell asleep and I had a dream, and sure enough, I saw the perfect form for the spirit of the Titanic, which has somewhat the same characteristics as Fairy Girl's drawing, but it was more fleshed out, more detailed. Like, one thing that a lot of artists and stuff, a lot of people that like human ship art have said about my work is the fact that the clothing reflects the design of the ship. You know, like the individual hull plates, the rivets, the portholes, the doors, all the openings, and even the paint, the scheme of it. You know, like the red, you know, the black, the gold stripe, the white upper part, you know, stuff like that. And I seen her coming out of like the mist, you know, out of this mist coming toward me and stuff, and I can remember part of I hear her, I can hear the voice. Sound like she had like an Irish, you know, it's kind of like a British voice, but with an Irish accent added to it. If you know what I mean, it makes sense because she's an Irish girl. She'd be an Irish lady, so I woke up. For the next hour or so, I drew the drawing, and that drawing has been very favored by a lot of people. And yes, I use Fairy Girl's base. I used the basic drawing as the base for what it evolved into. And there's a lot of human ship art that evolved over time. You know, like, there was a piece I just got done with today. I'm actually doing a series of drawings of the RMS Aquitania. Let's see here. Sorry. I'm doing drawings of the Aquitania. And, you know, throughout her life, she's went through a lot of roles, especially during the wars. In World War I alone, she originally was an armed merchant cruiser. Then she was converted into a hospital ship. And then later on, for the duration of the remaining of the war, she was a troop transporting American troops. And then later on, World War II, she functioned as a role of a troop transport. So there was 4 different times, because she was the only 4-funneled ocean liner that served, or the only ship that served both the Great War and World War II. So I've actually thought, I want to do a drawing of what she looked like during these different time periods. Like armed merchant cruiser, hospital ship, dazzled troop ship from World War I, and just completely grayed out World War II. And I have the hospital ship drawing done. I'm going to upload it soon, but this is what I came up with. You can tell this is Aquitania very easily by the facial structure in her hair. But her hair has been dyed like a blonde color to match the colors of her funnels, which would have been, buff. So I still gotta do armed merchant cruiser and dazzled troop carrier, and then do grayed out World War II. I think that'd be kind of cool. But, a lot of famous ships and stuff, a lot of people ask, how do you come up with how do you do the design elements? Well, what it is, I'll explain. Let's do, like, the Titanic as an example. You know, like, if you look at a model of the Titanic or the Titanic, you have all those little different bits, like the rivets, the plating and stuff. And depending on the ship, the construction for which the ship was built, and the time period the ship came in, I always try to think of like the time period of clothing, what they would have wore, and how they would have looked, like hairstyles and what have you. And finally, I just think of the overall general colors of the ship. Like with hair, I always do like the hair and the colors of the of the funnels. So like with the Lusitania and Mauretania, it'd be red hair, but with black highlighting through it and with black ends. You know, like the white star ships, like Olympic and Titanic. It'd be blonde, like a blonde buff colored hair with black tips, you know, black ends. Or United States line ships, you know, they have red hair with red and blue highlights, you know, for the bands, and so on and so forth. And you know, one of my very first watchers of my channel was my good friend James Davison from Halifax. Well, he's actually from Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada. And hi, James. And so, and he fell in love with the stuff, and well, now his username now is Oceanliner Orca. Check his DeviantArt out, oceanlinerorca.deviantart.com. But yeah, just a lot of, and then I made friends with a lot of other people that like ships, and from what I've read about people talking about the history of human ship art, they said that I was one of the originators, which is flattering. That I guess I'm somewhat well known. I don't know what to say about it. I just don't know. I'm just taking the time on my camera, you know. And then I met a lot of people, met a lot of individuals. A lot of them are gifted. A lot of them are talented. You know, there's some that could need a little bit of work. That's fine. Practice makes perfect. But one thing I won't say though, nobody's shit. I won't say someone's art is shitty or stupid. I can't be like that. I have to look at the good of everything. And when a lot of people say, oh, I was inspired by your artwork, it's because of you that I started doing this stuff. That's flattering. You know, that makes me feel great. Like, holy crap, wow. That's something. But yeah, like my friend, when I first met my friend Glenn Barker, aka Kane Fan 701, or Kane Taker Fan 701 if it's DeviantArt, he was really impressed with my human ship art. He actually wanted to use the human form of the Titanic as a character of his for one of his stories, which was the rewrite of the Dirk Pitt adventure, Raise the Titanic. And I kind of explained about that in the first video, but and then other people came along and they said, we wanted to do this, we wanted to do that. And then I met a really good friend of mine. He used to have a DeviantArt profile, but he don't know more. His name was Jacob Western 11, Jacob Lee Parks. Sadly, he's not on there no more. I'm sad about that. But he really was inspired by me too, and he even did a tribute drawing of my human form of the United States, which I loved it. So yeah, that's basically all that I have to say about it. So hope you enjoyed the video. And oh yeah, Glenn, by the way, happy late birthday. Your gifts are about finished, so and when I'm done, I'll send them to you. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments about anything, just shoot them down below and I'll get to them. Until next time, this is Commodore Urban saying, have smooth seas and clear skies and happy sailing with you. And God bless you. Take care now. All right. Bye.